Live from Southern Colorado's Alert Station, KKTV 11 News starts right now.
Good evening. Welcome along for this special edition of 11 News at 5:30, online at KKTV.com. I'm Adam Atchison.
And I'm Lindsey Boetsch. We begin with an 11 News alert. Colorado Springs Fire Department crews are mopping up a fire near downtown Colorado Springs. This is what it looked like earlier near I-25 and Bijou.
Crews say this fire started from a homeless encampment with smoke visible from the interstate. They say it turned out to be about a half an acre, and they've since put the fire out, but they are still on scene right now taking care of potential hot spots. We'll keep an eye on that through the evening, but it does sound like that situation has died down now. Also, just into our newsroom in the last 30 minutes or so, a group that wants to reverse a decision to annex land for a massive development near Colorado Springs has submitted enough signatures. The city clerk's office says nearly 20,000 signatures were accepted on a petition over the Carmen Line project.
The planned development is over 1,900 acres just southeast of Schriever Space Force Base. The clerk will formally certify the petition before City Council Monday. City Council can either accept the result or put it on the ballot in a special election. That would have to happen within 90 days, and we'll follow this for you as well. We have an update now on an 11 breaking news alert. Police say an officer is recovering from several dog bites after he was attacked in a standoff in Old Colorado City.
Right now, a suspect is in custody after all this. 11 News reporter Elena Tomish joins us live near 8th in Colorado tonight. Elena, officers say the suspect is going to face several charges.
Yeah, Adam, police say that the resident of this home behind me, Michael Howard, was wanted for several assault charges, and the homeless outreach team arrived to his house this morning to arrest him. According to police, they found Howard outside his home when they arrived, and as they tried to arrest him, he took off running. That's when officers say Howard's dog attacked the officers, and one officer was bit several times. Police say that officer shot and killed one of the dogs. Now, during the struggle, police say Howard locked himself in his home and refused to come out. And police tell us Howard eventually surrendered after they used tear gas. Sean Holbeck, a neighbor, was nearby when he heard what was going on.
I came over and I talked to my neighbors over here, and she said they were trying to get a man named Michael out of the cottage that's catty corner to my garage door.
We will let you know when we have more information on the case. Live in Colorado Springs, Elena Tomish, KKTV 11 News.
All right, Elena, thank you. And now straight to a consumer alert. Have you seen yellow signs like this throughout Colorado Springs? They're along some of the major thoroughfares across the Pikes Peak region recently. And they say that fine art, jewelry, and even a new sports car are all up for auction tomorrow.
Yeah, we took a closer look and found that these advertised luxurious items might not be worth much. 11 News anchor Melissa Henry joins us in studio. Melissa, our 11 News team and city crews found these signs all over the city.
Yeah, Lindsay, this map actually shows where they were found. Major corridors, like Adam said, Academy, Garden of the Gods, Austin Bluffs, Interquest, all where we found these signs. And the city tells me the signs were placed illegally, and crews have taken down well over 100 of them just in the past couple days. The signs have no company name, just a local area code phone number. I called that number and I got a text message in response, the one here, but that text came from a New York area phone number. The message confirms event details, including how to pay at the auction, but no address is shared until another text came to me today saying the auction is at the Antlers Hotel, like you see right here. That's a well-known Wyndham Hotel downtown Colorado Springs. I reached out to the Antlers Hotel today. We have not heard back from them as of yet. I spoke with a professional auctioneer as well. He's based in Monument. He says this is full of red flags.
It's incredibly scary because they're very skilled at what they do, but they've been doing it for decades. And that's their motive. Let's convince you that we're a legitimate operation. Let's convince you that the merchandise is high-end, high quality, and then you're going to spend way above what those items are actually worth.
Now, I also reached out to an attorney representing the people appearing to likely be behind these auctions. I haven't heard back yet, but we'll let you know if we do. Back to you.
All right. Melissa, thanks so much.
Now, the woman accused of killing two of her own children in Colorado Springs before fleeing to the United Kingdom is fighting her extradition. We've learned an appeal is now filed on Kimberly Singler's behalf. Now, originally, a UK judge ruled to have her extradited back to Colorado after a request from Governor Polis. We will keep you posted on that extradition process and update you as soon as we have any new information. Now, continuing our coverage of an officer-involved shooting in Pueblo earlier this week, one of the officers shot is now out of the hospital and recovering at home. As we've been mentioning, two others are still in the hospital today.
A lot of you have reached out asking how you can donate to the officers and their families who are impacted by this incident. 11 News reporter Michelle Wells is live from outside the Pueblo Police Department tonight. Michelle, a group of officers' spouses organized a fundraiser to help the victims and their families.
Adam, Lindsey, the organizers of this fundraiser tell me our officers love the community, and to see the community loves them is so amazing. PPD Beyond the Badge is a group of spouses working to support other spouses within the Pueblo Police Department. In partnership with the Pueblo Police Benevolence Association, they've started a meal train where people can donate money and gift cards to the officers and their families to cover costs associated with what's going on. They say they're so grateful for everyone who's reached out and donated, and so far they've raised more than $17,000. PPD Behind the Badge also says they're grateful for those who have not only donated, but who are outraged over what happened to these officers. And if you're interested in donating, you could head over to our website at kktv.com and click on Find It. Live in Pueblo, Michelle Wells, KKTV 11 News.
All right, Michelle. And right now, a suspect is in custody in a small southern Colorado town accused of stealing a rifle from police. This is 45-year-old Rodney Vigil right here. He was arrested in Blanca, which is between Walsenburg and Alamosa. Police say last November, security video caught two suspects breaking into a Blanca police car and stealing the gun, which you may have seen here on the monitor behind me. Vigil was booked into jail on a $2,500 fine. Police have still not recovered the rifle, and today they're offering a $500 reward for any information.
Colorado Springs police want you to beware of a sexually violent predator who has moved to an address here in Colorado Springs. They say Stephen John Long is a registered sex offender who is on supervised release and on parole. Long was convicted in 2003 of indecent assault and battery on a child under 14 in Massachusetts, and was also convicted of unlawful sexual contact in Maine back in 2010. Long is currently registered as homeless in the area of Tejon and Las Vegas Street.
There is some new information about two migrants who authorities say escaped from a facility in Aurora during a power outage. ICE officials say one of those escapees is now back in custody. Joel Gonzalez was taken into custody early this morning. ICE says the men went missing Tuesday night and their disappearance was not discovered until Wednesday morning. They also say Aurora police declined to help search for them, but police pushed back, saying they weren't notified of the escape until several hours later. Police are still searching for the second escapee. With 11 days to go until the Colorado Springs City Council election, we have a look at the number of ballots that voters have already returned to the city clerk's office. This chart breaks down the latest, and out of about 336,000 ballots sent, they've only received right around 2,300 of those, about 2,300 of those ballots so far.
That's just over an 8% turnout, which the city says is consistent for this point in the election.
Excuse me, 28,000 is what I meant to say. 28,000 ballots, yes, not 23,000.
Yes, it's still 8%. Don't forget you have until Monday to make sure your ballots are mailed back to the city. If you do miss that deadline, don't worry, you can still drop off your ballot at one of the ballot drop-off boxes that are around the city. They're open 24/7, and if you'd like to find the nearest drop-off box near you, we've made it really simple to find that map. Just go to kktv.com and click on the Find It tab, or you can also find it on our mobile app. Let's get a check of your forecast now with meteorologist Josephine Saige.
Today was a lot calmer, it felt like, out there. I know we still had the wind, but pretty bearable today.
Yeah, lots of sunshine too. A pretty nice Friday afternoon, if I do say so. And even out there right now on our Cheyenne Mountain Cam, this live look is sponsored by Springs Law Group. 52 out there. Feels like 52 as well. Wind gusts, really not gusty out there, but we are still seeing a bit of a breeze with those wind speeds at 10 miles an hour. Our humidity is something that we're going to continue to watch as we're down in those teen percentiles. Even out there outside of our studio, this live look is sponsored by Cornerstone Roofing and Gutter. Our humidity here is down to 16%, feels like 52 as well, and getting some of that cloud cover through the latter half of this 5 o'clock hour. Elsewhere across southern Colorado, we're still watching those humidity levels down in the teens as well. Walsenburg even getting close down to those single digits, and that's going to be our concern as we get into our weekend days. Tonight, though, we see 29 for Colorado Springs, 29 for Pueblo as well, tracking on in those 30s through the eastern plains. Denver even sitting at 36. Now, like I mentioned, we're still tracking those low humidity levels and gusty winds throughout our Saturday. We're still going to see gusts of up to 40, 45 miles an hour. Our National Weather Service has actually gone ahead and issued some red flag warnings for tomorrow as those wind gusts kick up. And looking into our Sunday, things stay elevated in the way of those wind gusts, but temperatures do decrease ever so slightly. So not as big of a fire concern for our Sunday. In fact, though, Sunday 3 p.m., we're seeing those gusts of maybe up to 20, 30 miles an hour for a lot of us. Monday, we stay breezy, but not as much. On and off for next week, continuing to watch that fire danger, continuing to watch those elevated wind gusts. For your Saturday, though, as we track that fire danger, we're seeing 64 in Colorado Springs, 71 for Pueblo, 70s through those eastern plains as well. Ordway, La Junta sitting at 71, 72, Denver in those 60s. And looking ahead, like I mentioned, Sunday we cool down ever so slightly. So even though we stay gusty, even though we stay dry, not as big of fire concerns out there. The early work week, though, we jump back up into those upper 60s and those 70s. Now, looking ahead in our hour by hour, tomorrow afternoon, if you're skiing, any mountain plans, there could be some treacherous travel. We are tracking rain and snow in those mountains. We can't rule out maybe a shower or two here in southern Colorado, but I do think it might be too mild for any of that to touch the ground along the southern I-25 corridor. Looking ahead in that 7-day forecast, we jump up into those 70s Monday. Get a look at Thursday, though. Pretty long and dry stint that's ahead for us. We're seeing that for Pueblo, Canyon City, and Woodland Park as well.
Mid-70s.
It's March. We're taking it if we get it.
Yeah.
And looking towards April, looks like we're going to start on a nice, dry, warm note as well.
All right, Josephine, thanks. Hey, heads up, the 11 sports team is diving into the madness the next 2 Sundays with a new 30-minute special bracket breakdown. They're going to be recapping this week's biggest upsets, flashiest highlights, and we'll highlight standout players. Catch that only here on KKTV at 5 p.m. this upcoming Sunday, the 23rd, and then the 30th as well.
And we're back on the air for 11 News at 10 tonight. A controversial gun bill continues to take steps forward at the state capitol, and it could soon clear another major hurdle. How changes made to that proposal could impact you.
Also, we're hearing from a woman who helped shelter multiple evacuees during a fire in downtown Colorado Springs. How she helped them out in the middle of the night when they were told to get out of their hotel.
That'll wrap it up here. We have, of course, we're online right now at kktv.com. But as I mentioned, as soon as basketball ends on 11 News, we'll be on the air at 10. Have a good night.